y'all, welcome back to Lay It on the Line. It's your girl Jamila, and today I have a special guest, Mr. DJ Lokey.
Hey, say man, it is such a pleasure to be on the Lay It on the Line.
Thank you. How you doing?
Oh, I'm blessed and highly favored.
Okay, that's what's up. So what I want to do, I want to tell everybody about who you are, what you have going on.
Already.
Now, Mr. Lokey, if y'all watched the rodeo or if you missed the rodeo, Mr. Lokey was one of the photographers behind the scene for the Houston night.
Already.
How was that?
BONB takeover. Shout out BONB and shout out my Uncle Red. Give me the opportunity, man, to really be in a super major platform. The rodeo was one of the biggest things in Houston and Texas. I mean, to be there behind the scenes, I was able to be close to Rick Ross and Eve, and I
Yeah.
mean everybody, man. So it was just an honor and a pleasure to be able to be in that position, and man, and take some pictures. Man, we got some great
You got
shots.
some really great shots.
Yeah.
Now, how was it, like behind the scenes, being with so many celebrities at one time, walking up to them and getting them to shout out your radio station?
At first it was a little bit nervous, and you know what I'm saying. But I mean, one thing about me is that I feel like family a lot of times on behind the scenes, especially with Bun and the whole Trill fam. I'm not officially Trill fam, but I've been around them since I was little, so I'm like nephew.
Hmm.
So, but to me, it was just a big opportunity. So I wasn't relying on no turn up. I'm trying to get business done and get good shots. So I did turn up a little bit towards at the end, but I was more focused on just getting good shots and content and networking. So
Hmm.
just to be able to have one of these major artists say Trill for Life Radio on camera to
Not just
me,
one, it was a lot.
it's,
Like, to name a few, tell everybody
hey,
who you got
Too
pictures of.
Short, E40, I got Eve, that Mexican OT, who else I got? Latoya Luckett, Slim Thug, Lil Kiki, you know what I mean? So that,
Some big hitters.
to me, that's just such an honor and a milestone for me. You know what I mean? That made my whole experience, man. I mean, being there, being around there, but to be so close on these guys, and they, not one of them looked at me funny or crazy or kind of gave me like a, nah, I'm good. So it was like, yo, I was just so grateful for the whole opportunity,
Yeah.
for sure.
So tell everybody where they can find pictures of the rodeo at.
Okay, so you can find a lot of my pictures on Instagram, Trill for Life Radio. I also have them on my Facebook, you know what I mean? And the website will be back up soon. I have a website out there. I shut it down a while back, but right now I'm just kind of building it and reforming the brand and everything like that.
Okay.
Hmm.
So Trill for Life Radio. What can we expect with Trill for Life Radio?
The trillest ever in the world, the realest ever. We just trying to keep it all the way street, genuine, and organic. I mean, this is not, like I say, it's not a radio show. It's a lifestyle. So the people
Let's
that,
hear your slogan.
this is what trill is, not just a word or a slogan, but it's a real lifestyle, and we live like this, man. R.I.P. to the pimp. Salute to the bun. H-Town, Texas shit.
I've been trying to learn that for the longest. I'm gonna get it
Yeah,
one
yeah,
day.
it's a lifestyle. We
That's
live
what's
like
up. It's a
this.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Okay, so when did you establish Trill for Life Radio? How did you get started with that?
All right, so we got to go back to maybe like 2011,
Mhm.
right? True for Life Radio started when I was living in the DMV area. That's just DC, Maryland, and Virginia.
Mhm.
After graduation of Prairie View in 2010, I was fortunate to get a job. So I went out there, I was working, and uh, one of my mutual friend that I knew from college at U of
Mhm.
H, my friend Avo, he was out there straight out the military, and getting with him, he linked me up with another guy named Brandon. Now Brandon at the time had Trill Talk Radio,
Mhm.
right? But he was from Garland, Texas. Man, we're gonna lay it on the line. We're gonna put the truth out there, right? So he from Garland, Texas, and he had Trill Talk Radio. That was the first internet radio station that I ever heard of. So I was very excited for him. And he was from Texas, and we all linked up from Texas in the DMV area. It was like a whole movement. Like we
So did
was,
they even have the same music up there in the DMV area that they play here in Houston?
uh, yes and no, because one thing about the DMV area, DC, they love Texas music.
Really?
Scarface is like Tupac up there.
Wow.
Scarface is the man. Like he
Mhm.
walk on gold up there. You feel me? And they love Slim, they love Kiki, Mike Jones. I mean, just say you from Texas, and it was just so crazy. Say you from Texas, that the love that you got from anybody from up there was just crazy. And
Mhm.
half the people that's from DC are Dallas Cowboys fans. It's like a whole ordeal. Like Dallas against Redskins, it's like war in real life.
Mhm.
So Texas get major love in the whole DMV area. So it was easy for us out there. It was kind of, it was really cool. So uh, we had definitely was making a little wave. We was making some noise. This when Twitter was out and all that there. And I started my chopping school. I'm DJing. So I'm really supporting Trill Talk Radio at the time. And
Okay.
I'm using some of my resources and friends to get involved and things of that nature. And yeah, we was making some moves and we was making a lot of noise, and a lot of people from Texas was calling and they was like, hey, hey, who these guys is using this trill word, and who are you guys connected to? Like trill down here in Texas is a real thing. Like people are serious about just using the word, and especially putting it on platforms out here and not being associated or a part or even pay homage to Port Arthur and understand where the word came from and all that. You know, some people take that stuff seriously. You feel
Mhm.
me? So we was getting some calls down here, like, hey, what's going on? Woo woo woo. And the guy Brandon was definitely like telling them, hey, I got DJ Mr. Lokey. Now I was very blessed and fortunate to kind of come up around Rap a Lot and the big homies due to my old man, Rest His Soul Freeway. He was one of the road managers for the Ghetto Boys since I was little. And like I said, my uncle Red Boy, he was been with UGK since Jive. You know, he
Mhm.
been down. So I've been around for a long time. So I'm like nephew. So uh, he was using my name, telling them about my uncle, and I'm like, hey man, you ain't never met my uncle. You can't
Right.
be saying names or something like that. So it was a big deal. So then me and Brandon, we were working out a little bit. We ended up kind of like bumping heads on some stuff that wasn't necessary, and it was just unfortunate that we just had to part ways. But because at that time I didn't put like a year or two in there, I put in some work. I got an interview with Pokey over the phone, rest his soul, before Pokey passed. I had got an interview over the phone, and this is when we was you streaming. So it was
Okay.
called Broadcasting Live. So we
Mhm.
was streaming on Ustream Live, and we would have phone interviews. And I was able to get Pokey, Kiki, Lil O. I mean, not Lil Kiki, Pokey, Lil Turk, Lil O, and some other names, some big names. It was an honor for me to be able to reach out and get these phone interviews, and it was like a big deal. I'm like represent for Texas in a major way. You feel me? So I couldn't stop. And when I got to telling him like, hey man, like this shit trill for real. It's not just I don't just say trill. Like it gets real trill in real life. You know what I'm saying? So when we end up parting ways, that was one of the main things I was focused on. Like, man, nah, bro, this like we don't just talk trill. We're not
Right.
gonna act trill. We're not gonna front like we trill. We're gonna really respect what this trill stuff is about. So that's how I end up forming the Trill for Life, because it was like, hey, we trill for life, and this is what trill is not just a word nor a slogan. It is a lifestyle, and we live like this. R.I.P. to Pimp C and salute to BONB. And we will forever pay homage to them because they're the ones that put this trill shit out there. And yeah, like it's rules and regulations, and we still live by the old law. And some of the OGs that instill the ways, I know it might not be the same, but there's some people out here that still hold value to that. So that's kind of the whole purpose of everything. And like I say, just the artists around me and the people that connect is always real. It's a real connection. We got real connections. I meet people in real life, even if we ain't met online and we talked online and we end up meeting in person. Like I got real life relationships from people in DC and all over the world from just keeping it real, and we keep it real. It was too real, so
Gotcha.
that's how I got like.
All right, so that's cool too. Also, on top of your Trill for Life radio, I know that you also have some other things going on. Like, you got a new show where you and Miss Megan, y'all listen to music
Yeah.
and then y'all give y'all feedback. Tell me about that.
Hey man, say man, look here. Shout out to Miss Megan. I assist because she been in the game for a long time, and she have been showing me the love since day one. The love
Mhm.
been the same. So right now, Shout out to the Natural and the whole Enclave. The Enclave recording studios is where they have allowed us to come in and work. We have the podcast room where we're doing a podcast. So we are doing on Wednesdays a music review.
Music
Like I say,
review.
yeah, it's a
Okay.
music review because Miss Megan got over 100,000 followers. She's TSL business. So it's a lot of artists that be trying to get their music to Miss Megan to get a response. Cause they
So how
really,
can the artists that's out there that's interested in getting their music heard, how can they get in touch with you and Miss Megan to get their music on for y'all to review?
well, two things. You can make sure you follow me, DJ Miss Lokey on TRILL4LIFE Radio, and follow Miss Megan, MISS, I think it's 4 underscores, MEGANN, 2 N's. If you hit us on Instagram, we also have an email, TRILL4LifeRadio@gmail.com. What you do is you send your music and you send $25 on Cash App. You send that over there, immediately, once we're on our live, we're going to play the music and we're gonna give them the live review right there on the spot. And also, we also keep the song in rotation. If it's a song that we like, we're gonna definitely let you know how much we like it, and you're gonna keep it in rotation. And the way we rock, when I do different events and stuff like that, I try to throw it in the mix to kind of give, that independent vibe, because there's so many great artists that got so much good music that people need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important for me to kind of get my place in position to get some people heard. So yeah, that's just about Miss Megan. We coming in together, man, and we both be going live, and it be a great situation. We have fun doing it.
It's a great opportunity for a lot of people because it doesn't really do you good as an artist to just only play the music for yourself or for
Right,
your friends. You got
right.
to let other people hear because you never know, somebody might pick you up. And like you
Already,
say, you go to these parties, they might be like, okay, Mr. DJ Lokey, who was that?
already.
And now you word them off,
Straight up.
just passing along, you helping people to where they can, build they brand and everything.
Straight up. And one thing that's the most important thing, man, is about relationships, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because not just sending your money and all that there. We have artists from all over the U.S. sending their money and to play their song. And these people's songs are really good.
Mm-hmm.
And they not just from Houston. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And then the relationship grows from there because sometimes we stay in contact. I tell them keep sending me the music when I'm on the
Mm-hmm.
show, and some of these people be excited to come to Houston. They ready to come to Houston for the first opportunity. So right now with what me and Miss Megan and the Natural we got going on, we trying to roll out the red carpet.
Mm-hmm.
We got who shot their visuals. We got lay it on the line. We got a whole different ways that we can give people exposure and not just through TRILL4LIFE Radio. Like,
So speaking of giving people exposure, rhythm and poets.
hey man,
We talk about that all the time on the show. We be
yeah.
telling people to come out, support rhythm and poets.
Hey
Tell us
man,
about.
let me tell you about God, man. God's so good because one thing you gotta trust yourself. No, trust God. Trust God first, but listen to yourself when God tell you something. Because
Hmm.
sometimes you might not know what to go with the flow, right? So at the end of the day, man, I was sitting in the car at our last studio, and I was like, man, I really want to do a show, but I want to do something different, ground and sexy, boom, boom,
Hmm.
boom. And right now, I'm at the age where I'm trying to get away from so much rap stuff because it's just nonsense and it's not positive stuff. So I like the R&B vibe right now. We got into the R&B vibe, so we thought of this show, man, bring R&B artists together with poets,
Hmm.
and that's something that I never really seen around the city or an event. So we end up creating a flyer in like 5 days. We threw out there the first event, and I mean it was almost a full house the
It
first
was really
time,
nice. Yeah.
and it was just beautiful. The vibe, the energy, the host, like everything was just like wow. You know what I mean? It shocked all of us to see so many people come out and support that. So we're like,
Hmm.
wow. So ever since then, we've been running it, man. Mr.
Yeah.
Realist, he do a thing with the Late On Live podcast to kind of open up the flow, bringing these topics in. We bring these poets and these R&B that bring this different type of music and vibe and energy. And every show since the first one has been amazing.
It gets better and
It
better.
get better and
The
better.
good thing that I like about the Rhythm and Poets is like you're a new artist, or even as an established artist, you come there, you get to perform live. So it's like you're coming to a live concert,
Yeah,
and you get to get the poets at the same time.
already.
Like the interaction where, okay, yes, we start off with the podcast. They
Mm-hmm.
get everybody participating. Then you have somebody singing, and they singing their song.
Mm-hmm. Original
So it's
music.
like, okay, they starting off now, but you'll eventually get to say, I remember when they was at Rhythm and Poets
Mm-hmm.
before they became this big star, and
Already.
I saw them there.
Man, I mean, man, I don't want to get the name of so many artists, but it was just an artist the other day told me that that was the first time he performed on 2 hour shows. And I mean, the love and response that he didn't got from our shows it's so inspiring to see these artists glow up so much after, that they say they told us straight up, I just
Mhm.
started here. This was my first opportunity. And then
Mhm.
from there, they went there and then there. So it's so many artists that I can say I know that they did their first interview, they
Mhm.
performed with us the first time, and some of these artists are continually growing and elevating and just handling their business, man. So it's just a beautiful thing to give these artists the platform and the opportunity to grow and flourish and all that. Cause I swear, I have some come back years later and
Mhm.
be like, "Hey, bro, that was the first interview you did with you, and ever since I did it with you, it was boom, boom, boom." And that's what matters the most.
Yeah,
You
it
know what I'm
does.
saying?
It does.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't had a chance to tell everybody on Late on the Line. So it's my first time letting them know that me and Mr. DJ Lokey have our own podcast.
Oh yeah.
Now you want to tell them what inspired their
Oh, oh, oh.
podcast?
I just feel like, you know what? See, our vibe, Jamila, and how we met. I don't want to go into how we met,
Okay.
but at the end of the day, like, how we met was so organic. Because I was just out taking some pictures the other night. I got called out for a birthday party, and I ran across her and her friends, and I was just like taking pictures, and she was like, "Oh, I got the same camera." I'm like, "Cool, I got the." But so I think I had the automatic snap. So I was, and she was,
No, it wasn't the automatic snap. It was you was like, look at the picture you want, and I can send it to you right
oh, oh
now.
yeah, yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, how you can send this to me
Oh
right
yeah,
now?
yeah, yeah. You so right. So I got to tell them about the camera, and I got to tell them about my podcast, my radio show. And she's like, I got a podcast too. And I'm like, well, for real, I need a co-host. She was like, I need a co-host. So we was just like it was just in the club talking and stuff. You feel me? So I didn't really know how it go, but I remember that conversation. It was very positive. I was like, yo, I kind of like her. She saying cool. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it was more like, boom. You meet people all the time, but when I meet back around to her and I talk to her on some like real straight business stuff, like, hey,
Hmm.
like one thing about me, you never catch nobody that I mess with. I'm not flirting with you. I
Let me
know.
tell y'all how he said it. Okay, so like we was in a club. I was there with my friends, and he was taking a picture or whatever. And he told me about his radio station, and I was like, I have a podcast. You should let me be on your radio show. And he was like, man, I have a podcast, but I need a co-host. So when he was telling me about all of this, I'm like, well, we should exchange information, which he was gonna have the information anyway from sending me the pictures.
Yeah.
When he called me, and he was very much respectful, he was like, listen, I'm on something that's 100.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to flirt with you. I'm not
Say,
trying to be disrespectful. If
say
you got
it.
a man, you could tell your man that he can come too,
No
because I don't want
bullshit.
nobody to ever be uncomfortable. I got a vision, blah blah blah. He told me what the
Already.
vision was,
Straight up.
and from from day one to
And
now, we just been rocking with each other ever
man,
since. It's been business professional.
yeah.
Like our energies just match. Every time we do Rhythm and Poets, Mr. Lokey lead us in a prayer.
Already.
And I think that's something that help us stay grounded and stay
Straight up.
together.
Straight up.
Because it's all about positive energy, positive
Already.
vibes, supporting
Already.
each other,
Straight
trying to
up.
help everybody elevate to the next
Straight
level.
up. And that's God, man. We got God in us. God, He that's in us is greater than He in the world. And there's a lot of negativity in the world, and they don't want people sharing positivity. And like now, positivity is a rare thing. Like we're doing too much, or it's just so much hate, man. So
Yeah.
because we dealing with so much hate, we just want to share love, and good energy, man. So that's really all about it. And I know you got good energy. I mean, Tony, who shot that visuals? The way we have came together and elevated in such a small amount of time.
Yeah.
I just love how much we have, like we all grown in a matter of 6 months.
Mhm.
And every time that we say we're gonna do something, it gets done.
It does.
It gets done.
It does. And
So
we
I,
work together as a team,
yeah,
like me, you, Jamie, Tony,
already.
it's a really good it's just a really good vibe, and we flow really good together, and it's like
Already.
we all looking out for each other, wanting each other to excel in
Already.
what we're doing,
Straight up,
you know.
already. So that's why that Romantic and a Gangster, cause she be having them conversations that'll make a nigga think like, ah man, I don't know, maybe she be on some real
I
deal.
think the men need to
She
listen to
be
me a lot more. I
she
don't know if
do
they
she
paying
be on
attention
some
over
real
here.
you be on some real deal, you know what I mean? I like to debate it sometimes on another level, but I feel like she definitely think like a grown woman. She acts like a grown woman, and there's a lot of grown women out here that's not grown that might need to listen to her too, man, because she's not one-sided. I like it that you're
No.
not one-sided,
Yeah.
like you on both sides. So the romantic and the gangster, sometimes I try to keep professional, but they be like I'm too gangster, but I'm really a professional. I'm like a clean cut guy, but really I like to say how I feel and feel what I say, and it is what it is. So the show has been great, man. We had a couple of interviews, like I say,
Yeah.
the energy,
Yeah.
man. You know, it connects, man. So because of that, we we looking to take over the internet airways. We coming to get it in your face. We coming to work hard, and we need y'all to drop something in that cash out to support our dreams. So we
Yeah.
ain't gotta work a 9 to 5 the rest of our life, and y'all
Mhm.
can let us do what we like to do to enjoy ourselves and help y'all help us, so we can help each other.
Yeah. Also, with the Romantic and the Gangster podcast, we interview artists, aspiring artists,
Straight
and
up.
we did have one artist, Seven Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed the interview with
Me
her.
too,
She
man.
really shocked me with her voice.
Straight
Yeah,
up.
Seven Hearts has a song on all music platforms.
Yeah.
I
Got
think it's
push.
called Push.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Push. Now,
Mm.
when I listened to the song, I was like, oh, okay, it's cool. You know, it had a little auto tune to it. That's
Already.
auto tune is kind of like for the younger generation.
Right, right,
I'm
right.
old
Right, right,
school.
right.
You
For
know,
sure.
she has it's an R&B artist.
Mm-hmm.
She has a very unique voice. But when I heard her sing live
Oh yeah.
on our show,
Oh yeah.
I was just like,
Hey, hey, hey,
why
hey.
did you let them put that auto
Hey,
tune
listen,
on your song? Cause
listen.
her voice is so
It
beautiful.
is. Hey man,
It's so
shout out to
beautiful.
Seven Hearts, man, because like I say, since the first interview, she been rocking with us. She
Yeah.
she did the interview with us. She came and performed and did her thing at the Rhythm
Rhythm
and
and
Poet,
Poets, yeah.
and she just came through for my birthday
She
thing.
did.
For the birthday and lock-in, and that one caught me by surprise, cause you know I get love, but I didn't know where love be coming from all the time. So when they show up, I'm like, wow, this is great. But I mean, the young lady was so serious about her business, man, cause
Mhm.
I sent out the beats before she got there. When she got there, she knew what beat she wanted, and she already had a vision on the song.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like people like her because they're about business, and she know how to
Mhm.
take care of business. And even though she just might look like she's getting started with what her music doing, she really on her stuff, man.
Yeah.
So stuff
And
like that,
she's diverse. She can sing and she can rap.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she rap too.
That's I found that out when she came. I was
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, see, listen,
She was like, I ain't a freestyler, but you know, I could do a little something,
that's what's
something,
up.
and
Hey,
she did it.
man, the talent down here is so amazing, man. It's just exciting to see these artists sometimes in rare form
Mhm.
when they hungry and they working like Ditto Two Time. Like Ditto Two Time performed at our both shows at the Rhythm and Poetry
That's the light skinned
with
guy
the
with the
dreads,
dreads.
yes.
Yeah.
But when it came for the
His
birthday party,
voice is powerful.
when the man came for the birthday party, he freestyled for hours and was going hard. Was wrecking. I was like, yo, where you come from, bro? He was just going hard. And I was like, okay, all right, he freestyled real good. Let's see. When he went in the booth, he rapped and he sung. I was like, yo, it's time to take this. It's time to do something major,
You got to go to
man.
the next level with that.
Oh, it's coming. Triple Light compilation coming soon. We got the video on the way with Hood and Ditto. Big work on the game. We ain't come to play, man. We working, man. We believe in God. Faith without works is dead, so we working overtime. And we got all the faith in the world. So it's about to match up, and it's gonna ching ching, and then it's going down.
That's what's
You know
up.
what I'm
That's
talking about?
what's up. Okay, so we have Miss Megan with
Yep.
the music review on
Yep. I
Wednesdays.
assist.
You
Mm-hmm.
have rhythm not yes, you have Rhythm and Poets once a
Mm-hmm.
month.
Once a month.
We also have, are you doing any more photography for anybody?
Oh man, I'm getting photography shots all the time right now. Been getting a lot of personal photography shots,
Mhm.
some professional headshots. Also at the Enclave Studio, we have a whole photography room.
Mhm.
Right now, the green screen is up, so we're actually trying to do some things with the green screen. So
So tell us, I know the Enclave is open, kind of like Peer Space a little bit. What
mhm.
can somebody get at the Enclave when they come over there? Like, what do you guys offer at the Enclave?
Man, overall, we're gonna offer you an experience of some positive vibes and some good energy. We got 3 different studio recording booths. We have A that has 2 sections, and we have the smaller booths that's for the personal sections. We also have the lounge area there where you're gonna relax and chill. The bar area if you need a drink. We got the photography area where we take the pictures, and we also have the podcast area. So basically, it's just basically creating the experience for all shopping
Like
one.
media content,
Yeah.
music
Oh
content,
yeah. All of the above.
photography, all of that.
All of the above. But we also got a whole smoke shop down the end. We
Mhm.
also have a beauty salon. We got a lot of things with the natural and the whole Lost Life family, man. We are definitely plugged in with a good group of people, and they all just trying to help each other. We all working together.
Tell them again where if they were interested in coming over to the enclave to maybe utilize the recording area to get pictures taken,
Mhm.
to get on the podcast, get
Oh
an
yeah.
interview.
Oh yeah.
How can they contact you to
Hey,
request that?
hey man, you can follow me on Instagram, Trill4Life Radio. You can also email me at Trill4Life Radio at gmail.com. You can hit me up on Facebook, everything Trill4Life Radio. Not the one with the underscores. That's my last hack page. I know I got 8,000 followers. I wish I can get it back. I'm going to try. But right
Dang.
now, the one that's just Trill4Life Radio, that's where you can find me, contact me, email me. I think my number on there. You can call me, man. I'm open.
Okay.
Mhm.
So let's get to know about DJ Lokey.
Okay.
What do you enjoy doing the most? What makes you happy?
What makes me happy? Ooh, wait. Being at peace. And whatever that peace comes with. However way you find peace. In the world of chaos sometimes, I feel like with the busy life that I have and the busy going, and the ambition and the drive and the work that we do on the regular, just having a moment to sit down and relax, man, being happy, going to the beach. I like going to the woods. I like going fishing. I like going hunting. Sometimes it's like getting away. Like
Okay.
being from Houston, this is a city. So we used to 24-hour actions. You know what I'm saying? We action all day. So sometimes just getting away and having a moment to not have to think so much is what makes me happy. You know.
That's that's enough to make anybody happy.
Mhm.
So if it was anything that you wanted someone to know about you, something interesting about you, what could you tell us?
Something interesting about me.
Mhm.
I'm really genuine in real life. You know, a lot of people be looking at me sideways because I smile a lot and I seem like I'm so cool and I'm cool. I'm really, really genuine. You know, and sometimes people could try to take advantage of that. You know, because you seem too nice or all that there. But I feel like I'm really genuine and I mean well with everybody. I got good intentions. I got no hate in my heart towards nobody. And I'm a lovable person. I just want to share love, spread love with everybody. You know. Some,
Positivity.
you know, people might get the wrong perception about me. It's because I'm handsome and I'm fly and I be looking good. They be like, man, you be doing too much. They don't know what I be going through.
I
You
mean,
know,
that just shows that you got a good personality. So haters gonna hate.
I mean, let them hate. You know, just cash
So
in.
with you being a DJ,
Yes.
who is your favorite artist as a rapper and as R&B artist?
My favorite rapper, man. I hate. I'm still a big Pimp C fan. I'm a Pimp C. I jam Pimp C all day. Tupac. I'm old school, so I
Mhm.
rock with the old A-Ball and MJG. I was Ghetto Boy, Scarface. Like I jam that. Them. I don't have a favorite because I come from that era. So
Mhm.
that era of time, the music taught me a lot.
Mhm.
The music taught me a lot before I even knew what they were talking about. So to me, favorite artists, I just like good music. A lot of my
So
music,
that's old school artists. New school, J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar. Do you like either of those?
they good, they cool, they rap, they straight.
Okay. So what rapper would you put number one right now? Drake, Lil Wayne.
I mean, they be hating on Drake, but I don't think nobody's seeing Drake right now.
You don't think so?
No, Drake he killing the game. I understand he a bright skinned nigga, and everybody don't like bright skinned niggas and shit. But lyrically, musically, overall, ain't nobody make. I mean, and Future live, man. I fuck with Future too, but Future ain't seeing Drake. Drake is killing it right now. J.
Yeah.
Cole, now Kendrick Lamar, he came, he's a lyricist, all that is fine. But my nigga, we talking about good music, good songs.
Drake got it.
Drake got good music, good songs. I'm talking about
He can do both.
that man can drop a song from 10 years ago and be sitting here jumping around. Now, okay, we got Don't Fuck Up My Vibe, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. But man, nah. Drake,
R&B.
R&B. Now, because I'm not an R&B guy, I
You're
say
not an R&B.
I have
So with
never
the
been a.
romantic and the gangster, you just straight the gangster.
I'm all the gangster, but I got a romantic heart. Like in my heart, I want to do more, but I feel like these chicks that made you vicious, so you can't do too much because they be trying to shit on you, bro. You know, don't show love nowadays because
Not too much. Not too much.
that shit on you. Don't do it.
Not too, y'all
No.
don't listen to him. He's the gangster. Remember?
Sorry.
All right. So R&B. If you had to choose.
R&B, you know what? Like it's crazy because I feel like I am falling in love with R&B right now.
Mhm.
Because I haven't been a big R&B. I haven't been the one riding around jamming Josie. I would never just jump out my car jamming Guy or something like that loud, like singing and shit. I never been that guy. But I guess as I get older, like I'm still on old school because I like Maze, I like Isaac Brown, I like the old school. But the
Mhm.
new school, I just feel like right now my ear is open to all of it.
Mhm.
So I like all of it. I just like
Okay.
kind of good music. I like to have a topic. I like, I like music that you feel.
Yeah.
So as long as I can feel it or they say something, like my boy R&B King Avery, he remixed that Betty Wright Good Game. And I was like, see, that's type of stuff I like. You
Right.
feel me? Creativity. Even if you got to use an old song and remake it so I can feel it, that
Mhm.
was to me was amazing. So you feel me? That Good
Mhm.
Game, that was the hardest song to me. I was like, that Betty Wright, but bro, you did the Betty Wright. If you can do Betty Wright, homie, you
Yeah.
got something.
He
You know
did
what I'm
that.
saying?
He
So
did that.
that's what I kind of like right now. I'm just all open to the creativity, the new sound,
Mhm.
and being older. Man, it's time for some grown folks music.
Yeah,
So
it is. But it's not really grown folks that's making music anymore. It's the younger generation. Female artists. Sexy Red or Megan Thee Stallion? Nicki Minaj. Who you got?
Megan killing all of them. I'm sorry, y'all. I am a Houston representative, so I'm gonna represent. But no, let me go back and think. Now,
Mhm.
Nikki, Nah, it's Nikki.
Nicki.
It's Nikki.
Okay, so you had a song Hiss and you had a song Bigfoot. Who you think won that battle?
I, I can't even tell you the songs because I
Nicki
don't know.
Minaj had a new song where she was dissing Megan Thee Stallion, and Megan Thee Stallion had a new song where she.
Nikki killed it.
You must didn't hear the song.
I ain't hear the
You
song.
ain't heard the song.
Okay, well I don't know. I know Nikki killed
So
shit.
after this interview, I want you to listen
Okay.
to Nicki Minaj's song
Uh huh.
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Yep. And I
Okay.
want you to listen to Megan Thee Stallion's song Hiss, and then I
Yes.
want you to tell me,
For real.
yeah.
Now don't get me wrong. Now, Megan Thee Stallion haven't been in the game as long as Nicki Minaj,
Right.
so I probably have only heard a little bit. But now, don't get me wrong. Some songs I have heard from Megan Thee Stallion, she have been killing and spitting like some
She be
real,
talking some major shit.
yeah, like big shit.
Nicki don't really rap about nothing to me. Like there's no reference. But Megan Thee Stallion, she's
Right,
out. She be
right,
dragging people in every song. You know,
right.
like you got the City Girls, they talk shit. You got
But see, I
Glorilla,
think
she
that's what
talk
I
shit.
don't like.
Cardi B talk. They all talk shit.
Yeah,
But maybe I'm biased because I'm from Houston.
yeah.
But she got it.
So I feel like because, and I think that's what I don't like because when you get to calling names out and all that other stuff, woo woo, all right, you got it. But see, I think it's more gangster when you don't have to say a name and you can make more references and have people
Well, Megan
wondering.
never called out a name, but Nicki did.
Oh well,
Megan
it's too
actually,
messy.
the way people knew that she was talking about Nicki Minaj is because she was like, y'all mad at Megan, you need to be mad at Megan's Law. I didn't even know what Megan's Law was, so I Googled it. And Megan's Law is something about you having to be a registered sex offender, and Nicki Minaj married a sex offender. So that was a bar with subliminal shade and direct shade. So
And that's one thing I don't have the time for. I don't have time to look up that. I don't know what they're talking about. And
I
I
wanted to look it up because I'm like, dang, like why it was all over the social media, and I'm like, what is Megan's Law? What is Megan's Law? I should have known, but I didn't. And when I looked, I was like, oh snap, she snapped.
don't like it. It's still out of distraction. It's too much time taking out your day to go worry about what other these people
So
talking
you
about.
prefer Nikki's version where she was talking about somebody's deceased mother?
I don't. I'm sorry to hear they were talking about somebody's mama, but I got enough going on in my world to be worried about what these other people talking about. So I really don't have the energy to even know what they're talking about because
You don't, cause
I
it is
don't.
really Not to be a hater, but Nikki's was trash, so you don't even
It's
gotta waste
just,
your time and listen to it when
see,
you
I
leave
just
here.
hate the beef because I feel like at the
That's
end
what
of the day,
sells.
the higher powers want us to attack ourselves, and they gonna use the main people that's
Hmm.
using the high shit to attack themselves.
The
So now you
music.
got the main women that's live at 5 making all these $1 million, doing all these subliminal dishes for to everybody to be distracted by y'all talking. Shut the F up and make a song. Go make the song and the video and make more money. But
And
why
they
you
making
want?
money. See, when they start talking about something that's relevant, something that's going to elevate, something that's going to teach you to be a better person,
I
they're
don't
not
want
going to
that.
make no money.
I don't
Because
want that.
I don't know who it is. I'm not going to say the government. They don't want us
It's the
to
higher
do
powers
better.
at will, and they want all of us to kill ourselves, destroy, and do whatever. So even when it's like these beefs and stuff, I really don't even like participate in those conversations because
Yeah.
it's like, bro, I want to hear about two black people going at each other about something that nobody even knows what you're talking about. So now we all got to go take time out of a day to put together bits and pieces when there's real other problems going on in the world. Let's not
Hmm.
waste our time on that. You feel me? I don't even know the whole Pakistani and stuff, but they'd be better off if y'all come together and be alerting people on some real stuff. But no, y'all want to be talking about people dead mamas and stuff. Look, I ain't got time
Yeah.
for that, bro. Because then you talk about my dead mama, somebody gonna die, and I don't
Right.
want to kill nobody,
And
right?
we
Let's
don't want
let's
you
let's
to,
not do that,
let's
right?
let's.
Please, just
Okay.
not.
With that being
Damn,
said,
I'm telling you.
if you could go back to your younger self and give
Mm,
your younger self some advice, what
mm.
advice would you give your younger self?
Understand yourself. Learn about yourself before you react on anything. Learn who you are and don't allow your emotions to allow you to act out. And your emotions is just an emotion. It might, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I feel like a lot of things I did,
You was acting off of emotion.
and I always tell myself I'm not an emotional person.
Hmm.
I tell myself I'm not an emotional person. I really think I'm not an emotional person. But then again, being mad is an emotion.
Hmm. It
And
is.
getting mad fast and easily is an emotion.
Hmm.
And I didn't understand that until I got older. So I had a bad attitude, I had a bad quick temper, and didn't realize that somebody that say something dumb to me can make me act out in a way that I probably wouldn't even act out if
Hmm.
I
You
didn't
could
let my
control your
emotions.
emotions.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
uh, I met a dude that say something about EI. EI, it was emotional intelligence, and a lot of people don't know how to understand their emotions to be, you know what I'm saying, intelligent about which emotion and how to deal with it and how, because even as an older person dealing with grief,
Hmm.
grief is an emotion
Hmm.
that if nobody ever taught you about that emotion or understand that emotion, when it hits you, you didn't know how to handle it. You
Hmm.
feel me? So, yeah, learn about your emotions and understanding yourself and think before you react.
That's some really good advice to tell your younger self. I always say
Straight up.
try not to make decisions, important decisions,
Already.
when you're upset. Calm down
Already.
first and
Straight
then
up.
make those
Straight
decisions.
up.
Well, you know what? It was a pleasure having you here,
Definitely is an
Mr.
honor.
DJ Lokey. We
Yes,
look forward
ma'am.
to seeing you here again.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for laying
Thank
it on the
you.
line.
Thank you. We're going to lay it on the line and keep it trill for life.
Oh, 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 lay it on the line, talk through our problems, let's try resolving them. Oh, should we even try? Meet me halfway, and I'll give you time. Oh, oh, lay it on the line, show me your heart, and I'll show you mine. If we want this, if we need this, then let's lay it on the line. Settle down, let's try to talk it out. Let's figure out what all the fuss about. You had your turn, now it's mine. I never heard time and time, yeah. So many thoughts in my head.